Hey, what's up, brother?
Hey, Ron, what's going on?
You good? So I'm gonna broadcast live. We do like a little 5 minute timer thing, give people a shot to hop on,
Yep.
and then I'll do a little intro and build you up and all that kind of stuff. I give away a prize or two, and then you can kind of do your thing, and then at the end, um, you know, I think it would be cool if it's like, hey, I'll work with you, but you got to go through Ron and Jordan's process and program,
Yep.
because otherwise you're not ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll be
Yeah.
frustrated. And then I'm gonna do like, hey, how would you like to see how Antonio can run your ads for free? And I'm gonna do like a 15-minute version of my presentation, but you can peace out or you can stay at that point.
Okay. Cool.
All right,
That
cool.
works.
Let me get this live here. Okay.
Come set your rule and reign in our hearts again. Increase in us, we pray. Unveil why we're made. Come set our hearts ablaze with hope, like wildfire in our very souls. Holy Spirit, come invade us now. We are your church. We need your power in us. And we seek your kingdom first. We hunger and we thirst. We refuse to waste our lives. For you're our joy and Christ. We've seen the captive hearts release, the hurt, the sick, the poor at peace. We lay down our lives for heaven's cause. We are your church. We pray, revive this earth. Build your kingdom here, let the darkness be. Show your mighty hand, heal our streets and lives. Set your church on fire, win this nation back. Change the atmosphere, build your kingdom here. We pray. Unleash your kingdom's power, reaching the near and far. No force of hell can stop your beauty changing hearts. You made us for much more than this. Awake the kingdom seed in us. Fill church. We are the home on earth. Build your kingdom here. Let the darkness in. Show your mighty hand. Heal our streets and lives. Set your church on fire. Win this nation back. Change the atmosphere. Build your kingdom here. We pray. Build your kingdom here. Let the darkness fear. Show your mighty hand. Heal our streets and land. Set your church on fire. Win this nation back. Change the atmosphere. Build your kingdom here. We pray.
What is happening, Kingdom Impact Makers? It's Reverend Ron Gielock, and we are back for day 7. Back for day 7 here, the final day of the challenge. Really excited today because I have one of what I call my secret weapons. And today, before we get into anything, I want to give you a quick announcement. We are going to have some bonus days. Surprise! We have 2 more bonus days. So tomorrow we have stuff coming. So the next day we have stuff coming. We have one of my our very own Christ-centered coaches on our team that actually did the branding and some of the stuff on this challenge. Julia Baxter. She's going to be coming to do basically all the work that we did. We're going to put it together into one brand message so you can really move forward. And it's just like when you go into the marketplace, hey, this is what I do, and it's super clear. So Julia works with all of our Christ-centered coaches who join our coaching program and works on their brands and all that kind of stuff as well. But today is not that day. Today is traffic day and Facebook ads and all this kind of good stuff. So the past week we've done a lot of stuff. Yesterday we crafted our pricing and packages and program. We gave a few people some paths to go and make money in 24 hours. So hopefully some of you have taken action on that and got some cash in your pocket and making some impact. So guys, real quick, prayer and prizes. Let's go ahead and pray real quick. So Father, thank you for this time today where we can come and just be in your presence, learn how to do business biblically, and really impact the kingdom of God. We welcome your Holy Spirit to lead, guide, and direct us today. Help us to understand all the material and really feel like we can make kingdom impact. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, guys, prizes. I'm actually going to go ahead and give the prize away at the end of today. I still got to add up all the hashtags. So we'll go ahead and give the prize at the end of today. So I already mentioned this, but surprise, we're having some bonus days. Who's excited about the bonus days? Let me see in the chat. Awesome. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, all right. We got Jordan with us.
What's up, guys?
Hey, brother. All right, so people are pretty pumped about the bonus days. I see it's going to be some good stuff. Yes, me, super. Whoop, whoop. All right, I'm loving it. So guys, if you haven't seen any of the trainings, you haven't done your homework yet, the replays, resources, and homework are in the units tab. So go check over there. Everything should be up to date now. We had a little bit of issues yesterday. Our customer support person, Marif, was sick. Yeah, she is a very valuable member of the team. But today, I wanted to tell you real quick before I introduce our special guest, something new we just added. I'm actually going to share some stuff with you later, but we've added another about maybe 10 grand, 5 to 10 grand in bonuses for you guys to take action in the Christ Center coaching program. This is called the Christ Center Challenge Launch. So what you'll get when you join the program is you'll get behind the scenes access to this challenge, how we put it on, everything. We'll show you our numbers, all that kind of good stuff. And we'll teach you how to run your very own Christ Center Coaching Challenge. I've been studying this for months. I helped a few clients launch their own challenges. And this is a really impactful way to create impact and income. I'm also going to give you my 2-step Prayer Passion ad formula. This is for challenges. This is basically using something very personal to you. I should probably make a better name for this. But it's using some personal stuff to create really powerful ads. And, you know, I should say this course is really for the person who wants to scale a coaching business. This is like for the person that wants to just make like a couple $1,000 a month. That's great. And you can absolutely do that with everything that you learned here. But this is somebody who wants to go to 6 figures and beyond. We have that challenge course for you available so you can be in a position to scale your business as well. But today, I want to introduce to you one of my friends. I've had the pleasure of sharing the stage with this guy. I've done a bunch of joint ventures with him. We've marketed each other's products and done a lot of affiliate stuff. And this guy is one of the best Facebook ads and messenger marketers in the country today. He's actually the guy who is responsible for all of you making it into this group. Without the ads and the traffic, we would have just had a really good offer and a funnel. But unless you can get people to see your offer, your funnel, what you're doing, it doesn't matter, right? People have to see what you're doing. And Antonio, you know, really came in clutch for this challenge. Facebook ads is an area that I'm pretty skilled in, but it's not something that I wanted to do. I wanted to focus on training and helping you guys. So Antonio handled all of our ads, and he's got something really special for you today. So I want to bring him out now and introduce him. How's it going, Antonio? Are you there with us?
I'm here, Ron. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're excited. We're excited to hear from you today, brother.
Yeah, I'm excited to share a little bit about, you know, Facebook ads and, you know, how they can be. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, I go. How you can, you know, leverage them and use them in your business to, you know, really get significant, you know, results, sales, and make a huge impact with your audience. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, so you're going to be showing us how to find our perfect tribe, our perfect people that we're called to impact, right?
Yeah, I'm going to start with like a basic overview of, you know, how Facebook ads work, kind of in a simplified manner. And then at the end, I'll share with you, you know, how you can find the right people that you're called to impact on Facebook, because they're there. We found you all.
That's true. Yeah, we all made it here.
Yeah.
Right. All right, brother. Well, I won't delay anymore. I'm going to go ahead and mute up and I'm going to sit back and be a student right now and see what I can learn. So the
Awesome.
floor is yours, my friend.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I know with Keynote, you have to go full screen in order for everything to show. So just let me know that you can see my screen once it is full screen, because I won't be able to see anything really.
All right, we got it.
All right, see full screen?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. So again, thank you, Ron and Jordan, for having me. I'll turn my video off too, so you don't have to see my face or mug or whatever. Thank you again, Ron and Jordan, for having me out here. And also, really trusting me to help you run your Facebook ads and get the right people into this experience, this challenge here. And so what I want to start with is just like giving you all an overview of how Facebook ads work and in a very simplified way. And before I do that, I want to show you kind of what's really possible with Facebook ads. So I'm going to share with you some slides of clients I work with, clients that Ron and I have worked together with, and some of their results. So this is someone who has built a successful six-figure business from home, and I ran ads for her webinar. She's hosting webinars, sharing some tips with her audience, and we ran this campaign for 8 days. We got 50 registrants for this particular campaign, and she spent about $2.26 per registrant. So people were interested in this training, they registered, and ultimately she made some sales on the back end of that. Another client, this is in the keto niche. We're giving away a free meal plan, and these numbers are just outrageous. We have this campaign kind of ongoing. It's an ongoing campaign, and she's generated to date, 2,225 leads at 34 cents a lead. And a lead is basically a person that expresses interest in what it is you're offering. So these are potential customers for her. Another client, I'm hosting a webinar, helping people who have LLCs learn how to avoid a risk in being audited. And so on the back end of this webinar, she is selling a course, and we put 155 registrants into her webinar at $3.33 a registrant. We spent about $516 for this campaign, and total sales generated was $1,700.82, right? So a almost 7 times return on her ad spend. Facebook ads is extremely powerful, and you'll see, why I get so excited about it, why Ron and others are so excited about it, because it's so powerful in what you can do. A client that Ron and I work with, they are also entrepreneurs working to help, other solopreneurs generate leads in their business. And Ron actually set up this funnel for them, this campaign for them, and I drove traffic to the campaign. 106 leads at 61 cents a lead, and total spent was $64.47, right? These are people that wanted to learn from David and Dana. They opted in for their free giveaway, and now they have these people on their list that they can promote to and sell to them other things that they are offering, whether it be their coaching, whether it be a product. But when you have the ability to create something, a funnel, lead magnets, which Ron and Jordan will work with you on, right? And then drive quality traffic, get the right people to your offer, the sky's the limit when it comes to impact and profit. And so I'm really excited about what you're about to learn today. So why
let me pause you there for a second.
Yeah.
You go back to David and Dana.
Yeah.
Guys, I want to say something about these two. Me and Jordan and Antonio, we just worked with them in our last program. I've known them for a while, and they've seen me speak and train and all that kind of stuff. So and they've been making money. They've been seeing results. But I think it would be okay with me to share that because they were making money and they had some good results already, it was hard for them to at first to really be coachable and be willing to change their message and their funnel and what they're doing. They have been doing this kind of stuff for 10 years, and David and Dana had already invested over $100,000 in their own coaching and mentors and trainings and workshops and done for you stuff. And they had made a little bit of money, but they had not recouped that back yet. And I don't in their niche and what they do for this space, average cost per lead is around $5 for most people. So I just want to put this a little bit more into perspective, because Antonio is he's pretty chill. He's more laid back. But I don't know if you guys realize that all the pictures that he just showed you, how amazing those results are. Like, he is really, really good at what he does. So even if you're somebody who's like, yeah, you know what, I know what I'm doing. I'm making money already. Like, I got this, I got my funnel, I got my Ron, I've even teach some of the stuff you're teaching here. I would encourage you to adopt a spirit of humility and really be open to what Antonio is going to be teaching you here. Really be open to what is possible when you have some coaches, when you have a team outside of your business, giving you outside perspective. So I'm really proud and grateful for David and Dana that they actually did become coachable and listen to me and Antonio, because look at the results they got once they're able to do that. So
Yeah, and that's very important. Like, you know, there's lots of times we work with clients and they have their idea what things should be, but if they're not, you know, open to an outside perspective, they could be missing a huge opportunity. And that's kind of what happened with David and Dana. They were so focused on one track, one way, one targeting. And when they realized that maybe we should be open to something else or try something different, you know, this happened, right? It's pretty amazing when you step back and just let other people, you know, help you and guide you. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, brother. It's all you. Sorry about that.
No worries. Feel free to interject. This is good. Love it. So I know there are probably some of you who have run Facebook ads before, and you know, probably feel like you know it all. I don't think I know it all because it's constantly changing. But I do want to just give you a sense of, you know, why you should be using Facebook ads and how they actually work. Because it's constantly changing, and there are constant additions and you know, new features being added almost every single day. So it's a moving target, and so it's important that you understand, you know, how it works and how to actually leverage it for your business and to create the impact that you want.
And maybe you run Facebook ads before and actually failed. It didn't go well. Maybe you spent a lot of money and didn't get much results, and you know, you had this happening yourself. You were running the ads and things just didn't go well. So you know what? Facebook ads doesn't work. I tried it. It was a bad experience. I lost money. I got no leads. You know, Antonio, what would you say to the person in this spot? Like, why should we listen here? Why should I try again when it failed the first time?
Because it didn't fail. You just didn't know something, right? Facebook ads, you know, they work. You just missed a piece, right? Something is missing in your strategy. And, you know, there are people who are, you know, crushing it with Facebook ads in terms of lead generation and sales. And we know it works. It just hasn't worked for you yet, right? And so there's probably a piece of the puzzle that you might be missing. And you'll probably see in the next couple of slides what you might have been missing, right? Awesome. Because oftentimes it's something very, very simple that having an outside person like a coach look in and say, hey, you know, what if you did this? Like, I'll give you an example. I had a client I was working with, actually I worked with him. He had spent at least $20,000 on Facebook ads, and his objective was to get leads. So he hired me after he spent all that money and was like, you know what, I did Facebook ads, they don't work. I spent $20,000 and I didn't get one single lead. That's a lot of money to spend and not get a lead, right? Would you agree that spending $20,000 to not get a lead is pretty expensive? So the first thing I typically do is look at, you know, what they've been doing, get a sense of what kind of campaigns they've been running, and, you know, what was their approach and strategy. So on our first call, I open up his ads manager. I can see that he spent $20,000+ on ads. I look at his campaigns, and almost immediately I can tell why he didn't get any leads. All of his ads, and I'll talk about this in the next couple of slides, all of his ads, the objective was engagement. So engagement just means you're getting more likes, comments, and shares on your post. So you're not going to necessarily drive traffic to a lead magnet and get leads by running an engagement campaign. You could, but most likely you're not. Facebook's going to optimize that particular ad to get likes and comments and shares. So he spent $20,000 to get a bunch of likes, comments, and shares and no leads. And so that one tweak, that one conversation that lasted maybe 10 minutes could have saved him $20,000. So the mistakes you're probably made or making with Facebook ads are very small, but because you're so close to it, you probably are missing it. And so having, a coach or someone to look at your ad campaigns, your ad account and say, well, the reason why you're not getting the result you want is because you have the wrong objective. You're going for engagement, and engagement is not going to give you leads. You're going to get a lot of likes, comments, and shares, and that's it. So that's one example of how, how helpful, having an outside, eye, a coach or a mentor looking in to see, hey, this is what's happening with your campaign, and this is how you can adjust it to make it work. Because it works. Facebook ads work. There's no doubt about it. It works.
So good, brother.
Yeah.
So good.
So why use Facebook ads? We probably all know this, but Facebook has become, if you're running a business on Facebook, it's a pay to play site, right? Hands down. You really can't post to your Facebook page anymore and expect to get organic reach and to get the kind of traffic that we saw early on, like a few years ago, where you post something to your page, you get tons of engagement, people go onto your website and they're taking action. That's just not happening anymore. Facebook is a business now. So as a business owner, you got to say, hey, I gotta pay to play. I got to pay to get my content in front of the right people. And the cool thing about that is you're paying Facebook to deliver the results you want, right? You're paying Facebook to get your ad in front of the right people at the right time they're on the platform, at the moment they're going to take the action that you want them to take, which in most cases is either becoming a lead or buying something. Facebook is still the place to be, right? Facebook, 2.2 billion monthly active, 2.2 billion users. Instagram, 1 billion users. Messenger, 1.3 billion users. WhatsApp, 1.5 billion users. And so if Facebook was a country, it'd be the second largest country in the world, right? Your audience is on these platforms, and Facebook owns all of these platforms. And you best believe, whatever comes next after Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, your audience is going to be there, and Facebook's going to make it possible for you to run ads in that platform, whether it's virtual reality, right? The Oculus, right? That's going to be a placement, and you can run traffic and ads to the Oculus probably at some point. The other point about Facebook ads is they're highly targeted and easily trackable, right? Unlike traditional advertising like billboards, magazines, and television, where you're targeting everyone, you can tell Facebook, hey, I want to target people who live in South Dakota, they have an iPhone, and they enjoy fishing, right? Highly targeted, very specific to a particular niche and area, unlike running traffic on any other platform where it's like, all right, I'm going to create a radio advertisement. It's going to go to everybody. And you kind of just waste money. Not saying you waste money, but you're spreading your money and hoping that people respond to you. Where here, you're getting in front of the right person at the right time. It's also one of the cheapest places to advertise online as well, right? Again, you saw the results in the beginning where ad costs, for lead generation, 61 cents, webinar registrations, $3 and change. So it's still one of the cheapest places to advertise online. And then because it's so cheap, you get to put your message in front of people over and over again, right? And people need to see you multiple times before they actually they buy something, right? They're not going to see your ad once and buy right away. So you need to constantly see you. And if advertising is inexpensive on a platform, it makes sense to run multiple ads, targeting your audience and hitting them with different angles, different images, different creatives, so that they come to like, know, and trust you. And then eventually they will buy from you. Does that make sense?
Let me see what's happening in the chat here,
Yeah.
Antonio.
Yeah, because I can't.
Does this make sense, guys? Is this clicking with you? No pun intended. Yes. Terrence says like, he's loving this. Joey says 100% sense. Rakesh, yep, total sense. Yep, total sense.
Awesome.
Bob says it clicks with me. You're killing it, man. We're loving it.
Awesome. Thanks, man. All right.
Yeah.
So how do Facebook ads work? Right. So Facebook ads appear in many places, and we call these placements, right? So they appear, and you've probably seen them, right? In your news feed, on Facebook, on Instagram, in Marketplace, in suggested videos, in the right column of Facebook, in your Messenger inbox, in stories, in Instagram stories, in Messenger stories, in videos, and much more. And as I said earlier, if a new placement comes out, like the Oculus, or Facebook comes out with TV, or even the portal, right? That's going to be an available placement for you as a business owner to put your ad in front of your audience. Now, ads are targeted to you based on several different factors. Number one, demographics, the demographic data that you entered in when you created your account, right? So when we first set up our Facebook accounts, when we were in college or whatever, we were just, responding and putting, things on the platform. We gave Facebook so much data, which, is controversial these days, but we did it, right? We put our age, our gender, our education, our relationship status, our job titles. We put, we like certain pages, right? We join certain groups. And so what Facebook did is just basically collect all that data and created profiles, right, of users that we can then as business owners and marketers target, right? So I can target someone who says they're married and they have an anniversary coming up very soon. Why? Because they put it on Facebook, right? Now, I don't necessarily know the person that has, the wedding anniversary coming up. It's all the data is aggregated, right? But we can still target them with advertising that matches what they are interested in or what demographic data we have on them. Also, Facebook, targeting you based off of, videos you watch. You may have consumed a video on somebody's business page, and now you're seeing ads from that person, right? You may have taken other actions where you visit a person's website, and now you come back to Facebook and you see an advertisement for that person, right? You may have bought something at a store or online, or you subscribe to someone's newsletter, and now you're seeing ads from that particular person. Right? So you have the ability to take a Excel spreadsheet, a CSV file, upload that into Facebook, and Facebook will try and match that data with a profile. And now I can run advertisements to people who are close to me, meaning people who have opted into my email list, people that have downloaded my free PDF, people that have, bought from me before, and I can put advertisements in front of them. This really gets really, really interesting and powerful with being able to target your customers in different ways and create audiences that look like your current customers. So it makes the platform even more powerful than just targeting, people who like Tony Robbins or people who follow, other entrepreneurs, right? It makes it more powerful because now you can take data that you actually own, right? Your email list, people who visited your website, feed that back into Facebook and have Facebook find more people that are similar to people who are on your list. That's the power in the platform. And so, as I mentioned earlier about my my client who had spent $20,000 and had the wrong objective. He wanted to get leads, but he was getting tons of engagement. The number one reason why people struggle with Facebook ads is because they are unclear about what they want to achieve, right? Before you even get into Facebook, you have to know what your goal is, because Facebook is objective-based advertising. You literally tell Facebook what you want to accomplish, and they will deliver it to you, right? So in the case of my client I spoke about earlier, he wanted leads, but he chose an engagement objective. If he wanted leads, he should have just chose the lead or conversion objective. So you have various options when it comes to the objectives on Facebook. I'm not going to go into all of them, but brand awareness, reach, traffic, right? Traffic is sending traffic from Facebook to your website. If you have a mobile app, right, and you want to get app installations, you're going to choose the objective for app installations, right? It's kind of counterintuitive, but sometimes people just miss the counterintuitiveness of it, right? Engagement, all right? Engaging, likes, comments, shares, video views. Okay, people are going to watch my video. Lead generation, right? Generating leads. Messages, right? People sending me a message on Messenger, on Instagram Direct, or WhatsApp. This is fairly new, right? You can now create ads that send people into a conversation in Messenger or Instagram or WhatsApp. Conversions. This is where you're driving Facebook traffic to a page with the intent of someone taking a conversion action, meaning they're becoming a lead, they're making a purchase, they're putting something in their shopping cart to purchase something, right? That's when we use conversions. Catalog sales, meaning you have like a Shopify store and you have a catalog and that's on Facebook, and store visits is getting people into your store. So the key thing to know here, and this will help you if you run Facebook ads and they haven't worked in the past, the first thing you should check out is, did I tell Facebook what I wanted to accomplish with this ad? Did I tell Facebook I want leads? Did I tell Facebook I wanted traffic? What am I telling Facebook? Because that's where most people struggle or have challenges with their ads. They don't choose the right objective.
So Antonio, I have a question about this. So,
yeah,
I mean, obviously, I think this is bringing a lot of clarity to people. If you want leads, pick lead optimization. If you want conversions or you want sales, we're going to pick conversions, right?
Yeah.
So what about the whole, on our Facebook page, what about that little button that says boost post? Does that do anything? Is that good for us to do?
So here's my philosophy and words of wisdom when it comes to anything that Facebook encourages you to do. Right? When you're on your business page and you see these blue buttons and even prompts from Facebook, even on Instagram as well, right? There's the boost post button on your business page. There's the, I think there's a button for like getting more page likes. And oftentimes they'll say, this post is performing better than, 20% or 80% of your posts. So you should probably boost it. My philosophy around that is ignore Facebook, right? Ignore anything that they tell you to do. And really think about, what is my overall objective with advertising? Does it make sense for me to boost this post right now? I don't know. It could and it could not, right? Am I trying to just get people to see my content and my stuff? Then it could make sense. But I would recommend ignoring anything that Facebook suggests and really focusing on your objectives and what you're trying to accomplish with advertising. They want you to spend money. That's how they make money, right? You spend money. And so you've got advertisers who will think, all right, and this is probably what happened to my client, right? He probably saw the boost post button and was like, all right, I'm going to boost this post and it's going to give me some leads. No, boost post really just means engagement, right? You're going to get more likes, comments, and shares. So think about what your business goals are as it relates to advertising, and ignore Facebook and focus on your goals. That's my word of advice and wisdom. Make sense?
Yes, we're getting it.
Cool. All right. So Facebook is objective-based advertising. The other thing about Facebook is it's a bidding platform, right? When you create an ad campaign, you're essentially joining a worldwide auction, right? Everybody's bidding, $1, $2, $3, $4, $10, right? And you're competing with hundreds of thousands to buy real estate on Facebook to display ads to your users, okay? So you have to understand this, right? So it's an auction. You're competing against other people across Facebook for real estate. And the way you, quote unquote, win the auction essentially is not necessarily by bidding higher. You could, right? By default, bidding is set at lowest cost by default. But the way you actually really win the auction is by creating campaigns and ads that are effective and resonate with your audience, right? So you can create an awesome ad campaign, right? You think it's awesome. But if you are, and it's going to segue into targeting in just a bit, but if you're putting your ad in front of the wrong people, one, you're going to pay a lot of money for it, right? Your costs are going to go up, and the results you're getting back are going to be very low. So you have to understand that, one, this is an auction, and you have to create the best campaign targeting the right people with your ads. And that's how you actually win against other advertisers. Better campaigns, better targeting, and that will, in essence, lower your cost. So before you even get into running ads, and this dovetails nicely with this challenge and what you've been doing over the last few days, right? There are certain things you have to have in place, right? I personally, I can set up ad campaigns that do very well, but what makes them work is having these 5 things in place. You have to have, and I'll go into them right now, right? You have to have a clear business model, right? You have to have, and Ron and Jordan, in their coaching program are going to help you develop all this when you get started, right? A clear business model, right? What are you offering and selling, right? I see so many people come to me and want me to run Facebook ads for them. And they think it's just like television. They think it's just like, print, right? Just put an ad up saying, buy my stuff. That doesn't work on Facebook, right? You're not going to create an ad that says, hey, buy my $100 course and just smack that out on Facebook and people are going to respond to it. It just doesn't work that way. So you need to know in your mind and also on paper, what is it that you're offering and selling. Also be clear about how much you can spend on advertising, right? You don't have to spend, like I said before, thousands of dollars on advertising, but you definitely need a budget for advertising. You also need to have something to give away, right? If you noticed in the examples I shared, they were either giving people a free PDF, a downloadable, or sending them to a free training. You need something that's going to entice people to connect with your ad. Because unlike YouTube and Google, folks that are on Facebook and Instagram don't have the intent to buy right away. No one comes to Facebook and say, I'm looking for a course on how to run Facebook ads, or I'm looking to buy some shoes. Now they do buy on Facebook, but they're not coming in with that initial intent. So your lead magnet, right? Your giveaway, your PDF, your training, it creates intent inside the user, with the user, right? If I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see a PDF on, how to sell, 7 ways to sell your home fast, and I'm looking to sell my home at some point, that's going to resonate with me. It creates intent, and I'm going to click on that ad and get that free download, right? So
That's
you
so
need
good,
something.
brother, because it's like if I'm a realtor, what I want is I want to list your home, I want to sell your home, or I want to sell you one, right?
Yeah.
And if you say 7 different ways to sell your home fast, well, that's pretty cool. I want to sell my house fast, but I didn't wake up today going, I'm gonna go hire a realtor. You know
Well,
what I mean?
I'm gonna go to Facebook and find a realtor, right?
Yeah. I'm not looking for a realtor on Facebook, but if I'm planning on selling my house in the next 6-12 months, seeing a lead magnet like that would say, okay, yeah, this looks pretty interesting, and then you can give them value, and boom, you're gonna get a client from this process. But there's a huge difference between hey, hire me as a realtor, and 7 ways to sell your house fast. And Antonio, I gave the example yesterday. It's kind of like going on a date. Your lead magnet is, hey, nice to meet you, and shake your hand. And the other approach of hire me as a realtor is, hey, nice to meet you, want to get married?
Yeah.
A little creepy.
Exactly. I mean, you'll get, so the thing is, it's interesting too, right? You look at the 2 examples, right? You're more likely to get more volume from the free giveaway, or from someone, just saying, hey, nice to meet you, can I buy you a drink, versus, someone saying, hey, nice to meet you, let's get married, right? I don't know. I'm not I can't
Is this
say.
clicking with you guys? Let us know on Facebook. Let us know in the chat. Are you getting value here? Is anybody having some aha moments with the wisdom that Antonio is bringing today? How is this going for you? Let us know in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pam saying good stuff. This is great. I do for sure. I'm liking this. Yes, absolutely. This is making sense. All right, got it. Art, keep it going, brother. Everybody's loving it.
Yeah. So lead magnet, Ron probably talked about this as well. Also, you'll probably get this when you get started with coaching, right? Website or landing page, right? Where are you sending your ad traffic to? I can't count how many times someone wants me to set up an ad for them and they have none of this in place, right? They just want to create an ad and just hope for the best, right? Send them to, I don't know where they're sending them, but you got to have a lead magnet. You need a website or landing page. You need a place to communicate with them, an email marketing delivery system. And at the end of the day, you need a Facebook page that looks good, right? Optimized Facebook page, cover photo, profile photo, and sections completed. Because what happens is someone clicks on your ad or sees your ad and they don't know who you are up front. They're gonna come and check you out, right? That's what we do as humans, right? We see an ad, we see something oftentimes before we go to the offer, we wanna see who this, Ron person is, right? I wonder how many people of you, when you saw our ads, for this challenge, went to Ron or went to the Facebook page to find out who this guy was. Because you have questions in your head. You're like, is this legit? Is he really a reverend, or he's just trying to just scam me, right? So you have these questions in your head, and when you don't have a profile, a Facebook page set up that has information about you, has your picture, talks about who you are, people are going to say, no picture. He must be, a scammer. I'm out of here, right? So these are the key things you must have, and I'm pretty sure that you're going to get all of this when you get started with coaching. The other thing is understanding your marketing goals, right? What are you trying to accomplish with advertising, right? Do you want more exposure, more awareness? Want to build a community, establish your authority or showcase your general knowledge, get leads? I think that's a big one. If you're running events, virtual events now anyway, are you looking to get attendees for your events, traffic to a location, a brick and mortar location, or sales, right? Being very clear, and this goes back to objective, being very clear about what it is you're looking to accomplish with your marketing goals. Again, ignoring what Facebook tells you, because Facebook just wants your money, but focusing in on what is it that I want to accomplish with my advertising, okay? So now we segue into the fun stuff, which is, we have all our, the tools set up, the must-haves. We have our landing page, we have our website, we have a lead magnet, we have, email autoresponders. We're clear on what we're trying to accomplish. Now, how do we find people on Facebook, right? How do we find the right people on Facebook? As I shared before, Facebook knows a heck of a lot about us, right? They know where you shop. They know your browsing history. They know what you've purchased. They know what type of phone you use, right? And it's all because no one really reads anymore. And so when we sign up for applications, we sign up for various things, there's always these long disclaimers about how data is shared across platforms or what they have access to. And so Facebook is really just a huge repository of data. And so as a marketer, we can target people based off of a number of different things, right? Age, gender, race, ethnicity, education level, income level, location, languages, relationship status, professional status in the sense of, job titles, to also where people actually work, right? If they're parents, political affiliations. Then we also have, let me go back here to the next one. We also have some psychographic data, right? What brands do they follow and identify with? What websites do they visit online? Their aspirations, their hobbies, who or what influences them, right? If they follow certain people like Tony Robbins, Jim Rohn, other types of leaders, right? You can target them on Facebook. What books or magazines are they reading? What events do they go to? What music do they listen to? Where do they hang out, right? Types of groups that they hang out in. What shows do they watch? you can literally target people basically on practically anything on the platform, because people naturally want to congregate together with like people, right? So they tend to share what they like on the platform, whether it's by joining a group, whether it is by liking a particular page, whether it is, I mean, the jury's out on this one, but I'm pretty sure Facebook and other social media platforms are data mining your conversations and your posts, right? So if you're talking about, you know, the Bible or spirituality, right, they're capturing that data point and saying, all right, this person should fall into this category and should be connected to this particular niche, right? So there's so many things you can do with targeting, and the more you know about your ideal customer, right, the people that you actually want to connect with, help, and impact, the better you can target them with Facebook ads. And so what I want to do now is I'm going to go into a screen share and show you some what's possible with audience research and what's available to you when it comes to creating your best audience and customers. But before I do that, any questions about what I've shared so far? I'm gonna stop sharing here for a second and
Let's see
come
what
back
we
to
got.
here.
Let's see what questions we guys got.
Yeah.
This is a chance where we'll take a couple questions right now, and then we're going to show you how to actually do the targeting part, which is, I believe, is the most important part of a Facebook ad. You could have a really good message, a really good ad, an amazing funnel and offer, but if it's not shown to the right people, it's going to be like, you know, trying to sell ice to Eskimos, and they probably don't want to buy that.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking at.
I'm going to check the Facebook crowd, guys. Any questions here? I think people are just soaking it in, man. We're just being students right now. Keisha Ray, love the info. Where can I find someone to help me set up everything? Keisha, that's what we do. We are the guys to help you. We got it all. Me, Jordan, Antonio, Julia Baxter, our whole team. This is what we do for Christian entrepreneurs and coaches. So we got you.
This is good information. I needed this.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, actually, let me unmute you guys. If anybody wants to ask a quick question, I can unmute you guys for a second. So I'm going to unmute all. Any quick questions, anybody?
Yes, I do. Good afternoon. All.
Natasha?
This is Natasha. Yes. Antonio, I do have a question. Actually, I asked it in the chat room.
Yeah.
What would you recommend to grow an online network business?
Network marketing?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so the same thing I shared in terms of the 5 must-haves, right? Your clear business model, right? What are you selling? What are you offering, right? Are you looking to build a team or sell the product? Being clear about that. And then you need something to bring them into your world, a lead magnet, a PDF, a training, right? You need something that's going to, one, help you not get shut down by Facebook, because Facebook is not very fond of the network marketing industry. So you need something that's going to be valuable to your audience, whether it's something around lead generation or marketing. If you're selling a product, you know, a PDF around, you know, how that product's going to help them achieve a goal, and all these things, you know, Ron and I, you know, we've been in network marketing. We understand the model, and you know what Ron and Jordan are offering here can certainly help you build all this out so it works for your business.
It's more like for growing the business.
Growing the team.
Yes, growing the team. Yes, correct.
Yeah, so the same thing. You need something
something
that's going to attract people that want to start a business.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So Antonio, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If let's say you are not a coach, you're a counselor, you're an affiliate marketer, you're something else. You're think that you're different here, that your business is somehow it won't work for this. This is a lead magnet, Facebook ad. It's not for me. This is not the path. Can you speak to that and how, you know, the businesses that are winning online, what would you say, how many of them are using, you know, lead magnets and stuff like that?
Yeah, so I mean, it's always about an offer, right? You have to put something in front of people to get them to take some kind of action, right? Because people are on their phones on Facebook going like this, right? 100 miles an hour. And so you have to capture their attention with something that is going to create intrigue and create intent, right? So if I was a restaurant owner, let's say, and I wanted to get people to come into my restaurant in this local area, I'm in Brooklyn, right? I want people to come into my restaurant. What could I offer them to come in? Well, a free appetizer, right? Maybe I create an ad for birthdays, right? And anyone who has a birthday, which you can target on Facebook, in the next 7 days, 14 days, I offer them a free dessert. Now, what's going to happen? They're going to come and get their free dessert and bring friends and buy more stuff.
Right.
So you have to be creative, whatever industry you're in, whether it's a restaurant, real estate, insurance, network marketing, nail salon, right? Creating an offer, whether it's something for free or low cost, to create intrigue, to get people to stop scrolling and look at your ad and click the button.
So good, brother. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. All right, let's check out some of that targeting, Antonio.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and share my screen. So I'm gonna show you all two things. The first is there's a tool inside of Facebook called Audience Insights. And let me know you can see my Google Chrome here.
Yep, we're good.
Awesome. All right, so this is what we call Audience Insights, and it kind of gives you a sense of what you might be able to target on the platform, right? So let's say, you know, I usually do this with a notepad or, you know, Word document up so I can take notes and remember things that come up. But let's say, you know, I was targeting people in the United States, which is this is where you would create, you know, different filters. My audience is people who are in the United States, and let's say they're between the ages of 24 and 54. And, you know, I want both genders, men and women. And then I go into interest here. And let's say I wanted to target an influencer, like, who's a good influencer? Give me one, Ron. That we can target.
In our space, a good influencer, let's pick Billy Graham.
Billy Graham, right? So basically what this tells me is the size of the audience on Facebook who follow or have an interest in Billy Graham. It's 1 million to 1.5 million in the United States only. It tells me the demographics of that particular audience. 73% of that audience on Facebook is women. They're between the ages of roughly 25 and 54 because I chose that, right? And 27% are men, right? I see relationship status, education level, job titles. These are the things that I can put down on my Word document and come back and use later on. But the power in this tool is finding other things that this audience might be interested in. So we go over to paid likes, right? Page likes. And there are all these other possible interests that we can use and leverage as part of finding more people like the Billy Graham audience, right? So Mindful Christianity Today, right? Jesus Calling by Sarah Young, which is a book, the Bible, obviously, right? In Touch Ministries, Life with Jesus is Better. These are all potential targets that you can use for your advertising, right? You know, you've got some political figures here. You've got some athletes here, Tim Tebow, right? Then you have other pages that may make sense, right? You know, Ann Graham, Living Proof Ministries, Billy Graham is already there. I don't know what Big Daddy Weave is, but these are some things that you could
It's a
You know,
Christian band.
okay, got it. Yeah, you could add these to your list of potential targets. Now, the cool thing about this is how we were able to connect with you all, with the faith interest, but also the coaching interest and entrepreneurial interest, right? You can layer on different other interests, right? So I could say, hey, I want someone who's interested in Billy Graham, but also is into coaching or entrepreneurship. And that's where we get into the audience building part of this. If I go here to audiences, actually, I'm gonna do it from here. So we're gonna create, where is it at? Save as, we'll say Billy Graham, right? Save. And if I go back here, I should see this show up here now. And Facebook will, as you build this audience out, Facebook will even help you out with suggestions, who they think might be interested. So here's the Billy Graham audience I just created, right? 1.2 million people in this audience. I can now edit this and say, all right, we've got Billy Graham in here. Move this out the way. United States only. The age range is there. We're doing both genders. We'll throw in English because I only speak English. And then we have our interest in here, Billy Graham, right? We can also get suggestions from Facebook. Joyce Meyer, Joel Osteen, Our Daily Bread, right? Let's throw Joel in there. And so now our audience is, 6.1 million. And now we want to narrow this audience down because we want people who are faith-based, but also are entrepreneurial, right? Or into coaching. So I might say, let me narrow this audience down here. And we want people who are into coaching, right? So we can do, their interest is coaching. And so that brings our audience down to 1.2 million. So faith-based and coaching, we can ask Facebook for more suggestions.
Antonio, what if I wanted to work with just relationship or dating coaches, or I'm in the relationship and that kind of space? How could I find people that are also believers and may need help with their relationships?
So a couple of things, a couple of options here, and this is going to be, something that you will have to obviously test. So what are some relationship coaching organizations? There's one called the Gottman Institute, John Gottman.
Oh, yeah.
So you could throw that in there. You could do it so that's one. That gives us an audience of 41,000. Let's do it. Suggestions Facebook makes for us. Relationship counseling.
Books like The 5 Love Language. Oh, he's right there. Gary Chapman is the author of The 5 Love Languages.
Relationship counseling.
Mm-hmm.
Marriage boot camp. Imagine that's the same thing. I'm thinking Gay Hendricks is another
influencer there. Probably.
Yeah. So now we got an audience of, scroll up, 440,000 people who are faith-based, but also, relationship counseling.
You get how powerful this is? Because here's the deal. If you are in the marriage space, this is just our example for today. If you're in the marriage space, relationship space, what literally we can do is create your whole coaching offer, your pricing, your packages, everything, build a funnel for you. So people will be pretty much guaranteed to come into your business. And then Antonio, after you work with us, and we can link up with Antonio, and Antonio does this process for you to pinpoint your perfect audience, your perfect tribe that is the people that God's calling you to really serve. So this whole week, why I've been all about, hey, you got to know your who, you got to get clear on the who and your message. And we spent so much time. It's in preparation for this. I've been telling you guys, our God is a God of order. The steps of a righteous man are ordered. So I'm not going to teach you this advanced stuff at the beginning of the week and how to make money unless somebody is serious and willing to go through the foundation. So everybody pops and clicks at different time. I see a ton of people popping and clicking today and seeing how this can make this work. Keisha says, this is a game changer. I feel more confident to move forward and that I will get in front of the right audience so I can market my business and not feel like I'm just out in the wind.
Boom.
Wow. You're killing it, brother. Keep it going, man.
Yeah. And then that's what it's about, right? The legwork that you put in over the last couple of days, right? Getting clear when you get here, and that's the challenge people have, right? They want to skip to this part.
Yeah.
Right? They want to skip to this part in creating the audience and creating the ads. But if you don't understand or know who you really want to help and work with, your message isn't going to resonate with who you're targeting, right? Because you've done the work with Ron and you're going to continue to do the work with Ron in coaching, right? You now understand like, hey, that message is going to resonate very well with this Joel Osteen, Billy Graham, and this other layering of the relationship counseling and marriage boot camp kind of audience. So the work is in the beginning. Once you have that, this part here is the easy part, right? The easy part is setting up the ads. The hard part and the part that people want to skip over and not do is the thinking, the thought process, the planning, the research that comes into creating effective campaigns.
Yeah, and I would say like the reason why you would need a coach in this area, even if it's not Christ-centered coaching or any of us, the reason why you need somebody else to look at this is just to have outside perspective and tell you what you're not seeing. The message can be crystal clear and your vision can be crystal clear inside of your head. But when you go to speak to that or put it into copy, you're going to quickly find out once you go to ads, if your copy, if your message is dialed in or if it's not. And at the point that you're ready to run ads, you're probably trying to make some money and get some clients. And it's going to be a big setback and hole in your business. So do not go to ads unless you can, really dial in your who, your what, your all that stuff, whether it's with us, which I hope it is, we do things from a Christ-centered perspective, or if it's, with somebody else out there. I would still encourage you to process that and get clarity on with that before, hey, let's go spend a bunch of money on traffic.
Yeah, because it's going to be wasted money. I can tell you right now, that's why people wonder why their ad campaigns fail, because they haven't done the initial work.
It's not Facebook ads that fail.
Yeah.
They work amazing. I've been building my business with ads for years. I don't even know how many years now. It's the messaging. People always think I need more traffic, I need more eyeballs to my website, or if I just got more leads, if I just got more whatever, it would solve it. Guys, traffic is the easy part. Okay, it's just you go to the traffic store and you pay for traffic. That's it. Yeah. But the message and the marketing and the offer, that's where you have to be clear. That's where your money has to be made. And if you don't have a process, which is a funnel to do that, it's going to be really difficult to make this stuff work. So we're trying to really equip you with everything that you need.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's it. Trying to think what else can I show here in the audience.
Antonio, what if I only wanted to work with people? Let's say I'm in New Jersey. I know you're in Brooklyn. What if I only wanted to work with people in the tri-state area,
like the New York metro area?
Yeah, like New York, PA.
Oh, yeah.
New Jersey. What if I only wanted to work with people there? How could I do that?
That's a great question. So, I have some real estate clients that I work with, and they're very geographic based. And so like their locality, right? One of the powerful things about Facebook is you can target locations, not only just by, country, state, and zip code, you can even get down to actual addresses. But let's say, Ron is in, New Jersey, and he wants to work with folks in the New York tri-state area. All we have to do is come in here and either type in New York, DMA. Nope, that's not it. New York, right? This will target the general area of New York. So New York, New Jersey, a little bit of Philadelphia, a little bit of Connecticut.
Yeah, sure.
You could also just say, hey, I want to just do, New Jersey, type in New Jersey. You could also say, let's say I throw in an address here. It's a Jersey address, 03. I don't know, Ron, what's a Jersey address? A zip code, rather.
08809.
Right? So I can just do that zip code right there. So this is very powerful. And again, so this is when it comes to, you know, local advertising, you definitely may not want to include some interest because you see the audience is much smaller, right? So I might just take out the, even that is not even good, right? So I want to go wider than that. So I have a larger audience. So just be mindful of as you narrow down into the geographic area that the potential reach doesn't fall below 1,000 because it gets harder for Facebook to actually deliver the result that you want. But you can say, hey, I only want to work with people who are in New York City, right? New York, DMA, and they, you know, follow Joel Osteen, Billy Graham, and they, you know, relationship coaching or what did it say, Gottman Institute and right Chapman, and 1,900 people there. We'll add some more, relationship counseling, marriage boot camp, 21,000 people, right? So you can do that. What else? Trying to think. You could, I mean, the thing too, right? If I was doing relationship too, I would target the interest in leaders, like, so Gary Hendricks, Gottman. I'd also create a second audience for those who are having relationship issues, right? So you can do, it's complicated, right? Because there are people, not really, sorry, not that one. It should be behaviors. There it is.
So there's all different kinds of ways to target, it looks like, Antonio. Interest, behaviors, location.
Yeah, it's complicated, right?
Status. It's complicated. That's by relationship status. Yeah. So you can literally send your ads to people who are currently having issues in their marriage, in their relationships. And you, as a Christ-centered relationship coach, can put your ad in front of these people and bring healing, deliverance, exactly what they need, because that's who God's called you to. Let's get you in front of them.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing, right? We all, I mean, I don't want to say we all know that marriages are difficult, but there are challenges in marriage, right? So you can literally just create an ad that speaks to general issues or challenges related to relationships or marriages and targets relationship status, right? So being married, separated, single, or complicated, right? And, you know, run that ad to that audience, right? 2.4 million people in the United States are married, according to Facebook, are married, complicated, or separated, and they have an interest in Joel Osteen and Billy Graham. And now you're putting that message out there to this audience, and the ones that resonate with it will respond to it and reach out to you. That's the power in this platform.
Yeah, man. So good. So good.
And maybe, one more thing. And maybe, right, your focus is on couples, but they have children, right? And that's your bread and butter, right? Mm-hmm. And so now you can narrow this down even further to say, okay, Joel Osteen, Billy Graham, complicated, married, separated, but also they got to have kids, parents, right? Of, you know, let's say preschoolers, early childhood, toddlers, teenagers, right? Because if there's difficulty in the household with young kids, you could probably make make a difference in their lives, right? So it gets really fun when you know who you're looking for, and that's what Ron and Jordan will help you with, right? Know who you're looking for, have the correct offer, have the funnel set up, and now come into the ads manager and say, all right, this is my audience who I'm looking for. Now let's see how we can find them on Facebook.
So Antonio, you can literally do this stuff with any type of person. Like, it's like we used relationships, but I could do this for businesses. I could do this for moms. I could do this for single dads. I could do this for people in recovery. There's literally no limit to the niches and combinations of people that we can target. Is that accurate? Is that safe to say?
That's 100% accurate. As long as they, I mean, here's the thing, if there's someone out there who is already providing that kind of help and service, and there's websites and there's groups and there's, services out there for that particular offer or challenge or problem, you better believe that you can find them on Facebook through this targeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is amazing, man. This is amazing. Antonio, do you have anything else for us today? Or if not, I want to share with people how we can have you do their ads.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much all I had in terms of what I wanted to share today. Just give you all a general overview of the platform and how Facebook actually works, so it doesn't feel as foreign to you and like so I want to say technically challenging, like difficult, because it's something that, once you have the groundwork, right, the audience set up and the, knowing what you're selling, what you're offering, the funnels and stuff, coming into the ads manager and setting it up is icing on the cake. It's pretty easy, but you have to have that beginning stuff up front, and knowing what you're trying to accomplish is key. But I love this tool. It's only going to get better. And I should have said, when I say Facebook ads, I mean all their platforms, anything you can run an ad on, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, WhatsApp. You'll see Facebook ads on, if you New York Times website, right? They have partnerships all over the place. So their focus is putting the ad in front of the right person at the right time, that they're going to take the action that you want them to take. So if they're in an app, a gaming app on their phone, and they've purchased something in the gaming app before from Facebook, Facebook's going to show your ad at that time because they know that they have a history of doing that activity when they're in that app. So it's a powerful platform. It's probably the best advertising platform ever created. And it's very inexpensive when you do it the right way. So I thank you for, allowing me to share, Ron, with your tribe here, and look forward to working with, you all who take Ron up on the offer that we're going to make, which is pretty awesome because you can get me for free.
It is pretty cool here, guys. So, guys, say thank you, and let us know in the chat. How was this for you? How did Antonio really, bring some breakthrough with you today? How was this training session? Are some people really seeing how all this is going to come together now? This was kind of like one of the last parts, is the traffic. How do we get people there? All right, let's see what we got. Coach James says crystal clear. Terrence says #breakthrough. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you. Glory to the King. This was a game changer, Felicia says. Malibu says, I got a breakthrough. Mind blowing. Awesome. Guys, I want to ask you a quick question. Would you like to see how Antonio can do all of your ads and run your campaign for free? Yeah, let me know in the chat if this is something that you'd like to see.
Yes,
yes,
absolutely.
Yes. Antonio should be saying no, but he said yes. All right. Thank you, Antonio. We really appreciate you, your time, your generosity, and we'll be bringing a lot of these people. A lot of these people are going to be working with us, and you'll be doing their ads. So we're really excited about that. So here we go, guys. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you real quick and share with you how we can, I'm calling this 3 upside down kingdom secrets to creating a 6-figure Christ-centered coaching business. And now to have Antonio, myself, Jordan, And I don't know if you guys have seen her yet. She's coming later this week. My star client and now part of the Christ Center coaching team, Julia Baxter. She's a Fortune 500 branding expert, one of the best in the world, and she's on our team. She's going to be doing putting your message and all this stuff that we've been working on together. So let's keep it going. And guys, here's the #1 secret to making 6 figures as a Christ Center coach. It's to sell high ticket. 86% of coaches undercharge for their services. Can you guys believe that? Let me know in the chat. Can you believe that people, almost everybody undercharges for coaching? Okay. And here's the other secret related to this. Inexperience, if you're brand new, inexperience does not disqualify you for high ticket. A lot of people like to think, oh, I have to have all this success. I have to have all these results. I got to have 10 years like Ron and fancy degrees. And no, you don't. I didn't get those pieces of paper and all that stuff till years later, and I was already making money. God equips the calls. He doesn't call the equipped. You know, he calls you and then you become equipped. Sell packages, not time. This is like one of the #1 mistakes I see coaches making is they sell their time. And really what you're doing when you do that, all you're doing is creating a high paid job for yourself. And the whole reason, one of the reasons we're becoming coaches and entrepreneurs is to have more time freedom and not have to be tied down with our time. Coaching, the way that we teach you, I actually teach 4 different models, 4 different setups to run a coaching business that are all very highly leveraged, so you don't lose your mind serving your clients here. And here's the deal. Here's a quick tip. If you are an expert, you have a specialized skill or knowledge, you can deliver a tangible result, very, very clear before and after. Like here's the after, and like it's easy. You can definitely see the difference. You shouldn't be charging any less than $500 a month. $500 a month. And if like, hey, I don't have any results, I don't have any experience, I'm brand new. Well, you can charge less and then get testimonials, then charge more, right? And then come back. Everybody has a day one. So you may be saying, hey, who can I coach? Who can I coach? I just came into this a week ago, and now I'm thinking about becoming a Christian coach, and I think I can do this, but who can I really help? There's other people that are more successful than me doing this. Well, guys, here's the thing. Like, listen to this for a second. Lean in. The other people that are more successful than you doing the same thing that you're doing are not your clients. They're not your clients. Thinking about them is a trap in comparison. It's a comparison trap. How many guys have been in that trap before? I know I have. I've compared myself to other people that have bigger businesses than me. I've compared myself and competed with my friends who are on the same level. I've fallen into that comparison trap, and you got to realize that those people are not your clients. It's the people that are before you that are still along in the journey that you are supposed to serve. And you only have to coach those who are behind you in the journey. If you can get them result and get them from a before to an after, an A to a B, you can coach. If you can really help people all they care about is, can you help me? Can you solve my problems? They don't care about all your fancy pieces of papers and credentials. Maybe a small percentage do, but you can get those later. I didn't get them till afterwards, and I don't even care about them. Okay, so brand new, no results, no testimonials. I said this before, charge less, get results, charge more. Testimonials build belief, credibility, and trust. So here's the secret. Jordan, you with us? I'd love for you to train on this part as
Sure.
well.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me pull up my little fancy dancy whiteboard. And then I can, actually, I already have a drawing if you want me to use that, Ron.
Yeah, go ahead, man. You want to share your screen or?
Yeah, I will. Let me do that.
Oh, nice. You got a blue hat on too. Hat club. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm so easily entertained. Go ahead.
All right, guys. So this is I have a lot of drawing on this already, but because I went over this the other night, and so that's why it looks like this. But let me just kind of explain a few different things. Like, you're probably familiar with what a website looks like. We all have websites, and or if you don't have a website, it's still a good tool to have as a coach. It still complements your business, obviously. One time I had spent like 3 months creating this website for my family's business. And I went into my uncle's office and I showed him for the first time. And he sat there and he just clicked through. And I'm just like sitting at his desk, like it was completely silent. And he's just clicking through this website. And I'm like, felt like I was on pins and needles. Like, it was so intense. And he's just kind of scrolling through slowly. And he turns around and looks at me. And he was like, it's kind of just like a fancy online brochure. And I was like, no, this thing's going to like change our business. I was like, no, it's going to like generate all these leads and all this stuff. And I was so set on that because I had believed that. Like, so many different people had told me that. And it was killing me in the inside because I just spent 3 months designing a website. But then I actually found out that he was right, that months went by and nothing happened. And we had even tried running ads to it, to just straight to the website. And, if you just learned from Antonio, you noted that, you don't just run web ads straight to a website. There has to be a funnel behind it or a strategy behind it. And so the reason why it didn't work is, if you look at what I have here as a typical website, you might have the logo in the top left, a bunch of links all the way through, maybe some headline here, subheadline here, a button here, some products down here. Well, the thing is the reason they don't work, the reason why when we ran traffic to the website is because there's a ton of different choices for people to make, and it gets really confusing. And it's kind of like, giving directions to a friend, but you don't tell them where to go. And instead they end up at a fork in the road, but a website is like 20 forks in the road. Then they have no idea what to do. So they don't end up booking a call with you because they got lost on your About Me page or something like that. And then they just leave. So what we do to counteract that is we create something called a sales funnel. And instead of there being 20 options, there's one option. And it starts on this page right here. It's called the opt-in page. Within the opt-in page, they only have one option. Either they want the free lead magnet that you're giving away on the opt-in page, which we went over lead magnets, but just in case, it's a free resource or a tool that you create in exchange for contact information. And so we put this on a page called an opt-in page. Well, they only have one option, one path to take, and that's either they put their information in and get, they get that free resource, or they end up leaving. So really they have two options. One is to become a lead, or two is to leave. And so if someone were to just visit your website, well, that's like it's almost wasted effort because they don't actually go and, become a lead. And we want that. We want them to become a lead. That's part of growing our business. And so on this page, we want to give them really great value with some kind of lead magnet, and then we want to collect their information. When they do that, they are actually entered into your email list. So the whole goal of this page is basically to get a lead and grow your list. Email list. So those are like the two goals of that page. And then as soon as they click that button and submit their information within a form like this, they're going to be taken to a second page right here. And in this type of funnel, there are different kinds of funnels, but in this kind of funnel, we, as coaches, we want to book a call with someone. We want to get on the phone with them. We want to add value immediately. We want to be able to help them on a call. And so we want to, alleviate some pain in their life. We want to give them some strategy, help them get clarity, on a free call. That's typically what we do. And so we have a really cool video here. It's called the shock and awe video. It's something that basically it demonstrates something of value, and it shows how you can really help them. And so the whole goal of that video is to actually get them to come down here. Sorry for all the arrows and scratch and stuff, but it's to come down in that area, and we have your calendar embedded in that area. And so then they go and they can actually book a call with you. You embed your actual calendar, and it becomes automated at that process or at that time. And so they can book a call with you. You don't have to exchange, go back and forth with email. They can just do it right then and there. When they book a call, then they're taken to the last page, and it's a thank you page. We've got a short video on there just confirming, hey, so excited that you booked a call with me. Here's what you can expect on the call. And hey, in the meantime, I want to, you can lay out a few options. I want to invite you to my Facebook group. There's an amazing community. You can start getting connected with people right now. I want to introduce you to this blog post or my podcast or anything like that, and start to really connect with them before they get on the call. Well, here's what's amazing about, another thing that's super amazing about Sales Funnel is that if someone does not go and book a call with you, you know how we added them to an email list here? Well, we can tell if they didn't actually book a call with them, and we can begin sending them different emails. And so we can actually keep sending emails until they book a call. But if they do book a call, the emails will stop, so it doesn't annoy them. And so this whole process, while you're running ads, like Facebook ads, Instagram ads, if Antonio is, setting those up, it's incredible. And so then they just go right into the funnel, and it becomes this automated process. It's almost like having a salesperson working on your behalf behind you. So that is essentially, that's the power of a sales funnel. You're no longer begging clients. You're no longer chasing them down. You're not needing to do all the follow-up and everything. It's doing it for you, and it's adding value immediately. So essentially, you just begin getting calls booked, and you jump on a call with people, and then you can go from there and sell your packages. So Ron, that is how a sales funnel works. Do you want to add anything to that?
I just want to add that I believe this is the number one process, the number one system, period, space, to make kingdom impact and take people through a simple, predictable, duplicatable process. Like when you have this tool in place, you can really count on sustainable and consistent income. Most coaches have what I call roller coaster income, where it's feast or famine paydays, where 1 month you'll get 4 clients, and then for the next 2 you got none. But
right.
That's why a lot of coaches don't actually make it, because they don't have a replicatable process like this in place. And if they do, man, it's not cutting the job. Anybody can make a funnel, but not everyone can make a good funnel that actually works. And Jordan is one of the top guys in the country to be creating funnels, and we're just blessed to have him part of the team. And his vision is to help Christian entrepreneurs and help them build business. And he shared his story and a lot of stuff. Maybe he'll do some more videos and show us the RV, because I know I want to see more of the RV. Who wants to see Jordan's RV he's working on, that he's going to be traveling the country with and sharing the gospel, him and his family? You guys want to see his remodel? Because I do.
I'm going to go hang out with Ron.
Yeah, come visit me. Yeah, we want to see. They all want to see, man. We'll see his work. All right.
So I'll shoot a video of it later. I've completely neglected the remodel since doing this challenge, so I still got some work to do, but it's coming along.
Absolutely, guys. So with this process, this is the way to create consistent, reliable, predictable lead flow and cash flow, and have a coach help you create this and tweak stuff. Because here's the deal: you're not going to create a funnel that's perfect day one, first try.
Oh, that's true.
Most of marketing is trial and error. So like when we run ads, every single campaign that we do, most of the ads don't work. And that's okay, because what we're looking for is the handful of ones that do, and you get the ones that do, and then you scale the crap out of them. So you got to have this funnel to do that, though. And I really believe it's the number one tool for the 4C framework to make income and impact. Otherwise, the whole thing is pointless. Like if you don't have a good funnel, you can have this coaching business and all that stuff, but it's not going to come together. You got to be clear on your message, your who. It all works together. It's like, it's the same thing with the gospel. You can't have a pick and choose gospel. You can't, oh yeah, I like that passage from James, but I don't really like the book of John, so I'm just not going to follow that. Marketing is the same way. Everything that we teach you, you can't just say, oh yeah, no, that part's not for me. If it's not a strong point for you or it's not one of your skill set, let us do it for you. Okay? A funnel is the #1 tool for this whole process, for everything, for coaches, for small businesses, for retail business, online retail businesses, e-commerce, maybe you're selling clothing, hats, all that kind of stuff. A funnel is still the tool for you, okay? And without this foundation of having a funnel, having God as your CEO, and all the stuff that we talked about this week, you're gonna fail, and you're gonna wonder why didn't this work? Okay, I've been telling you, our God is one of order. There's a reason we started with the foundation and all this stuff. Maybe you guys have heard this story before about the man who built his house on the rock and the other man who built his house on the sand. The most important thing in all this stuff that we taught this week is to have God as CEO, for him to be the rock and foundation of your life and business, no matter the framework. If it's not the 4C framework, if it's some other thing, it doesn't matter. That if it's not there, because you are a believer, because you're a kingdom impact maker, you're not judged the same as an unbeliever. Those who are still lost, they don't know what you know yet. So God's calling you to a standard of calling and to step up. But the rock must be your foundation. And the 4C framework is our methodology to build a solid business foundation. By the way, guys, I have, in my 10 years of marketing, I have never seen the 4C framework. I have never taught it before to anybody else. I have, in that graphic that I'm about to show you of how all of this works, never been taught anywhere else. So if I see you teaching this, we may have an issue, but building a house. Here's how you want to think of your house in the 4C framework. The roof is who you help. The walls are how you help. The foundation, where the house meets the ground, is why you help. And the ground on the bottom here, the rock, is your relationship with God. God, the rock here. And this is kind of the structure visually of what you want to have in your business. So when you don't have God as CEO, you're going to stink. The house is going to fall apart. It's going to be like the man who built his house on the sand. And when the winds came and the rainfall, the house sank down. Without this foundation and God as CEO, what happens to a lot of people is they scale, some of them make money, and they lose track of God. That's what happened to me. I had a lot of money, and I was still unfulfilled. Drugs, alcohol, promiscuity didn't do it for me. None of that stuff. It was only till I let go of the worldly way I was doing business and the addictions and the ungodly relationships I had. And it wasn't until a moment of surrender for me that I actually let go. See, I was in Florida years ago. Maybe this was 9 years ago. I remember I was praying for over a month that God would take me home. I was in so much pain and frustration of going to school full time, of working a job at Ashley Furniture, being a salesman, and only making 800 something bucks every 2 weeks, barely scraping by. While the woman I was with and all that stuff was stuck at home smoking pot on the couch all day. There's no way to make kingdom impact. But one day, 2 women showed up at my door, and that morning I had tried to put my car into a tree. I had popped my car up on the curb, popped it back off, popped it on the curb, popped it back off, and I was too afraid to actually do it, praise God. But 2 women showed up at my door and they said, Ron, God sent us and we want you to come with us. And I said, all right. I had nothing to lose. I had just tried to end my life earlier that morning. So I went with them. About 2 weeks later, I made it back up to New Jersey and I made it home. God answered my prayer to take me home. I wanted to go to heaven, but he brought me home up here to New Jersey, and I found my family. They accepted me back in. They helped me get clean and sober. And from there, I got my life back. Even though I lost that relationship and the home and living 4 minutes from the beach and all that stuff, I have so much more today than I ever thought or dreamed or could be imaginable. I'm married to a beautiful, amazing, passionate, spirit-filled woman of God who keeps me in check more than anybody else. I own my own home. We have a lot of great material things, and we do pretty well. financially, but more importantly, I have an amazing peace. I've got a fire in my belly that every day I wake up with purpose, passion, and vision. I know what I'm doing. Some of you guys saw my Facebook Live. You know I'm telling the real deal when I'm half awake with my eyes squished up and I can't stop smiling because I got joy about this day. That's what things are like when you allow God to restore your life and you surrender and say, God, have your way. So guys, here's the picture again of the 4C framework for income and impact, content, coaching, courses, and challenges. We put all that stuff together. And when you have that and you have become a Christ-centered coach, you've gone through our program, I want you to imagine your life for a second, because this is what it's going to be like. Every day, you'll have buyers and leads who actually want to hear your story, want to go through your funnel, buy something from you in your 4C framework. Every day, you're waking up like me and Jordan with fire and clear direction and purpose for your calling. I know I'm going to build a faith-based Christian camp and conference center. You know, Jordan's clear on his calling and what they're doing with the RV to travel around and spread the gospel and create self-sustaining living community. We're clear on our visions, you know, and you'll be too. And imagine this, where your work just isn't your work anymore, but it now becomes a song of worship to the Father that impacts others, expands the kingdom of God, and provides for your family. You know, the provision that comes is not just money, it's also time. So the 4C framework combined with this is a perfect recipe for kingdom impact. And one of Jordan's funnels, the Good Spark funnel, is, or Kingdom Impact funnel, is no contest, the best way to make high levels of income and impact. So you need the funnel, you need the 4C framework. When you combine these things, six-figure business, easy. So how do you get people to buy here? We just saw Antonio and showing us the Facebook ads and all that kind of stuff. But the key is to have a kingdom impact funnel. Like, yes, you can coach, and we learned a lot of good stuff on that, but you want to create this business here. And again, I've never seen this teach anywhere else, but this is the framework, the 4C framework. And what it does is we're going to flip the roof upside down. And what does this look like, guys? Let me know in the chat. What have we been talking about? What does this look like? It's a funnel, right? It's a funnel. We see this funneling down into the house, right? Funneling down into the house. And then once they go through there is where you get paid. So these red arrows represent the leads that are going into your funnel, into this upside down roof, that are now going into the 4C framework. And when they come into the 4C framework and your funnel does all the heavy lifting so you don't have to, you get paid and you're able to make impact with them. So I have a question for you. Are you ready to graduate from Kingdom Impact Maker and become a Christ-centered coach? Let me know in the chat. And would you like us to help you build your own 4C framework and have our team build your funnel without having to feel overwhelmed, confused, stressed out by spending a ton of time trying to learn all the techie stuff and build one of these funnels on your own? I know Russell Brunson has said things like, you're only one funnel away, you can make one in 10 minutes. But I'm here to tell you that's a lie. It's not true. A funnel is important, and if you know what you're doing, you can make one in 10 minutes, but it is not easy for the average person. And I think that's why a lot of people fail or don't actually pursue, is they've gotten a bait and switch marketing message where somebody has overpromised and under-delivered, and it creates a bad experience. And at Christ-centered coaching, we want to under-promise and over-deliver. So I want to show you some of the stuff that we're going to be doing for you when you partner with our team, and we're going to help you quickly and profitably create income and kingdom impact over the next 90 days. So guys, can I have your permission how Jordan and I can help you to start this six-figure business, the 4C framework, have Antonio run your ads, and Christ-centered coach, and we're going to handle the whole thing for you. We'll handle the whole exact process. Let's see, let's check out the chat here for a second.
Joey says,
yes.
Or Joseph said, permission granted.
I accept, Joseph. All right, guys, here we go. I'm happy you're excited to see this. But let me give a little disclaimer first. The qualification for this program is not the space on your credit card or the numbers in your bank account. This is only for people who are serious about stepping into their calling and starting a 4C Christ-centered coaching business. Okay, we can easily help people make money, piece of cake. It's not hard for us, right? But everyone's going to have an interview if you enroll in this, and we just want to make sure that you're a good fit. We want to make sure you're not hurting your family to financially invest in this or taking food off the table or something like that. So we will not allow you to make the wrong decision. This is not about the money for us. Yeah, it's a business, but we're more here for kingdom impact. We want to make sure this is a good fit for you so you'll actually succeed. So we've came together to create a hybrid model of my coaching program, which is combined with Christ-centered coaching and Good Spark consulting, where Jordan is bringing an expert level of funnel creation. And you know, I've been modeling the same thing in my business for years. And when I met Jordan, I was amazed to see he's doing the same thing. So it just made perfect sense to become a partner, because he's just as crazy about Jesus as I am too. But guys, what happens in the Christ-centered coaching program? So imagine what it would be like for you, where you're serving clients you actually have fun with, and you're making kingdom impact and profit. How many of you have noticed hey, I love the people in this group. They're like my second family in such a short amount of time. Like, these people are awesome. I can't wait to hang out with them again. How many of you have made some friends, made some connections in this group, and can see yourself in relationship for a while? What do we got going on, Jordan?
Yes, I sure did. Amen. Love this group. Me, yes. I love this group. Yeah, I love this group too, you guys.
I know, it's awesome. When I can't sleep, I just watch everybody's videos. Imagine what it's going to be like when you have more time freedom than ever before, because you practice secret number one of high ticket coaching, very leveraged model. Imagine what it's going to be like when the Holy Spirit shows up to minister deliverance, prophecy, words of knowledge and wisdom, and whatever other manifestations he wants to have place. You're a Christ-centered coach, and you get to experience that because the person you're ministering to is asking for it. They signed up for coaching. They're open, right? It's the most amazing place to create breakthrough because they actually want it. It's not like you're talking to somebody who doesn't. It's amazing. So you'll experience the joy of giving your money and time away as God directs, and you'll finally experience the personal fulfillment that I have, and you can have too, because you're fully alive in your calling. You're using your gifts, your talents, your abilities to glorify God and impact others in the kingdom of God. This is the lifestyle of a Christ-centered coach. I want you to imagine yourself what it's going to be like when this is your everyday. This is your everyday that you get to do, and this is 100% possible. I wouldn't promise you something we can't deliver on. That's happened to me, and I know how terrible that is. And I had to do the unfinished business letter for that. So here's what's included, guys. Here's what the program entails. This is my Christian Coaches business creation formula and my script book. And this has 4 highly leveraged models that maximize your income and time freedom. So you're not now a slave to this coaching business. You'll never feel insecure as a coach. You'll never feel silly, and you'll always know what to say to enroll clients, even when they say things like, hey, I got to pray about it. I got to talk to my spouse, or I don't have the money, right? A lot of these things, people need more info, or they're using them as excuses because fear is in the way. And your job as the coach is to help people move away from fear and help themselves. So this script book is some of the stuff that I got clear on my script years ago, and I've been using the same one for probably 4 years now, and it works amazingly almost every time. Okay, and in this Christian coaching business formula, we go over prices, packages, applications, new client sales process, and a whole lot more. It is a 90+ minute jam-packed crash course training on starting a coaching business. Maybe you've seen these guys before, Lance and Lauren. This past month, Lance and Lauren just had their actually this was in November. We just had our biggest month in business. Here's the best part. We didn't hustle. We didn't grind. We worked hard, sure, but we rested. We focused on the things Ron is teaching us and put God in charge as our CEO. Not only was this a huge month for us in revenue, but we also gave more to the church financially, and we're able to save more than we have in previous months. We made some core changes this month, stepped out in faith in God, not us, delivered Thank you, Ron Gilak, for everything this month. We are so blessed to have you as our coach.
Well,
Guys, I have another thing for you I want to share. If you're brand new, you're just starting your business, you're just starting your coaching business, I want to help you get started on the right foot. I spent almost a year of my life, you could ask my wife, I spent almost a year of my life studying the Word of God in the area of business, interviewing some of the people that I really looked up to in business that were Christians and successful. And I took all of that content, I took all of that stuff and what the Holy Spirit has taught me and the lessons I went through and the pains and the failures, and I put it all into this course. And it's 6 modules of powerful, powerful business foundation and even some sales funnel creation, some irresistible offer creation. We talk about biblical money, success, and profit truths for believers. I also expose the truth on, does glorifying God mean you'll actually make more money? What's the connection? What's the relationship there? So this is a foundational course for really any Christian entrepreneur. It's been a flagship thing for years now, and people just love it. You guys know this, may know this guy, Jordan Hoopengarner. I found this last night. I was like, I'm going to show this. So before I partnered with Jordan, Jordan was a client, and he just sent me this. Bro, I watched your Glorify God in Business module, or I guess you didn't say workshop, and I've had so much more peace since dedicating my business to the Lord and positioning God as my CEO. It feels like the pressure is off to perform, and I've been asking him questions all day as my CEO. He's been speaking to me in a different way, and I've had a very productive day today. I'm thankful that you shared that revelation. Hey, brother, thank you for the testimonial. I'm so happy it's impacted you.
I remember where I was when I watched it. It's like one of those things that impact you, you know, like I was sitting at my kitchen table and I felt like, you know, after I watched it and I prayed and I spent some time with the Lord, like I just felt like, oh my goodness, I've been doing this, like thinking that I was the one like leading this, but really it's the Lord, and like the pressure left. It was incredible.
Praise God for that breakthrough.
And it hasn't come back. I mean, I'm still at a place of surrender, you know. It's just like,
yeah, I recognize it, man. I see it.
Yeah.
But guys, I have something really powerful for you now. How many of you are thinking about running your very own challenge? Let me see in the chat. How many of you would like to run your own Christ-centered coaching challenge and have this for your business? How many people do we have serious about that or thinking, I'd love to run a challenge one day? You know, I'm cool that you're providing all this getting started training and the foundations, but I've been coaching for years now, and I know a lot. I got a lot of good content. I'm good at what I do, but I'm here to scale my business now. I may be closer or at 6 figures already. How do I grow past that? Guys, challenges is the way to do it. The guy that I learned this from, I've seen him do multiple $1 million several times doing challenges. And that's one of the mentors I have that I learned this strategy from, and I am putting it together. My past 3-4 months of studying this, a couple of challenges that I've done for clients, and Jordan's helped with. Jordan helped with this one, and we're going to take you behind the scenes access to the Kingdom Impact Makers Challenge. You're going to see our numbers, our strategy, what we did, what didn't work. There was a time where nobody was coming into the Facebook group, and we had to make a quick shift. And now we actually have one of the highest percentages in the entire industry compared to people from leads generated for those people getting into the Facebook group. We are the top with what we did, and I'll reveal that strategy in the course.
Wow.
So how to run your own Christ-centered challenge for your tribe. What specifically do you need for them? Okay, like, yeah, this one is all about coaching, but what about your content? How does that fit into a challenge? How do you plan out the day and the week's content? And I got to rename this, but this is my 2-step prayer to passion ad formula. The ad that you guys saw was a prayer from my personal journal, and I realized that this is an amazing structure to use some of our own pains, our own stories and vulnerabilities to share that with others. And it's really for coaches who want to scale. So to learn this strategy, I paid $2,000 and invested several months' time to learn this, and this is valued at $997 for you. And you guys aren't sure if it works, just ask each other. You guys are the testimonials. You guys right here watching are living proof that this challenge is a great experience and that it actually works for you. So I want to tell you the Christ-centered coaching program and what it's included so far. Let's do a quick little recap. Well, there's the coaching business creation formula, the script book, the Glorify God in Business workshop, the Christ-centered challenge launch. The total value of this is $2,691. And I want to tell you about something else though. It's called the Vault. You guys want to know what the Vault is? It's pretty darn cool. How many of you guys want to know what the Vault is? Let me know in the chat. So of course you want to know what the Vault is. So the Vault, guys, the Christ-centered coaching Vault is a collection of my very best of the best. The past 10 years of marketing, of coaches, of conferences, of failure, of success, coaching hundreds of people. I put all of this knowledge and wisdom and resources and tools and all this kind of stuff, and I put it together in this vault. This is just, I could not show you the list of all this stuff. I was looking at our new client welcome guide, and I realized I've added so much more stuff into this. You know, it's ridiculous how much things are in here. We have stuff like all those workshops, a perfect blog post checklist, content marketing planning tool, a Facebook fan page and setup, an ads tutorial. You want to start doing that? Christ-centered coaching, journals and pins. I got sales letters, ROI calculators, lead magnet checklist, client onboarding flowchart, coaching applications, 10 copy and paste email marketing campaigns, and a webinar sales template. The same template that you're watching, that from right now, you can copy this and just put in your information, plug and chug, and you're good to go. You can make your presentation that you know is going to convert, you know it's going to work, and you can do it today. You can build this in one day. And guys, all this stuff has taken me 10 years to put this up together. One of the things I did is I became a digital marketer certified partner. That's $10,000 a year just to have that label on my name. Okay, and this is 10 years of coaching, tens of thousands of dollars invested, templates, worksheets, coaching scripts and videos, calculators, trainings, copy and paste email tools, digital marketing tools, and there's so much more. I cannot even share how much stuff is in there. You probably won't even use all of it. It's just that much good information, okay? It's an amazing collection of everything a Christian coach would need, and you can pretty much guarantee your success using these resources. So guys, all of this today, the total value of the vault, $13,021, all those resources. That's the value. All right, so let's recap real quick. Here we go. Coaching business creation formula, Glorify God workshop, the Christ-centered challenge launch, the CCC vault, and 90 days of Christ-centered coaching. Our program is 90 days. We'll build the funnel for you, and you can get into profit within 90 days. And total value, $15,712. And guys, we want to also include give you a sales funnel in this. We talked about having a good spark funnel. It's fill your calendar with clients. This process that we did, we just had 6 successful clients come through our last group, where we created this whole process for them. We actually crash coursed them in about 30 days. We did it. So we have more than enough time to successfully create this for you. But here's what you get with a sales funnel that's 100% built for you. You get a lead magnet image creation, and our design team does that for you. You have email marketing setups, and none of your leads will ever fall through the cracks. You'll have email follow-up automation, so your marketing machine runs on autopilot 24/7. You're getting sales and leads even when you're asleep. Okay, every morning when you came back into this group, did you notice how there's a boatload of more people? It's because our marketing machine runs 24/7. And all the tech integrations, the ClickFunnels, the email marketing, the Facebook ads, all that kind of stuff, we're going to do it for you. We're going to do it 100% for you. And you know what, guys, if you're brand new to this stuff, it's a little hard. There's a learning curve to it, just like anything else. So let us do it for you and just share with you what you need to know to be successful. A lot of people go down the rabbit holes of like, all right, I'm going to be a Facebook ads pro now and buy this course and do it myself. You don't have to do that. because we can do it for you, including the copywriting. Maybe you don't know how to share your story. Maybe you don't know how to sell. And copywriting is salesmanship in print. And what it does is it converts leads or cold audiences into buyers. Jordan actually just got a copywriting certification from Digital Marketer. And he's well equipped. He's been the one that's writing all these emails to you guys. Okay. And all the web design, all the funnel stuff done for you. Zero headaches, zero stress, no frustrations for you. Let us handle it for you. We're professionals at this, and this is what we do. But guys, here's the total value of a sales funnel. If you were going to go out and do this on your own, you'd pay upwards of $7,500, even more if you were going to do this on your own. Is that accurate, Jordan?
Yeah, and there's people that charge 10 grand, 15 grand, like.
Yeah, 10, 15 grand for a funnel. So here's where we're at, guys. Quick summary. Coaching business creation, the script books that you always know what to say, the workshop for your foundation, the challenge launch formula, the vault in 90 days of coaching, a good spark done for you funnel. The total value of this, $23,212. Guys, I have another surprise for you. I mentioned we're having some bonus trainers come out tomorrow and the next day. The surprise is that we are doubling the coaching. We are going to double the coaching to 6 months of coaching and good spark funnel support. Yes, you can absolutely make money and have your funnel set up within 90 days. But me and Jordan were actually talking, and, we realized like, yeah, we can build their whole foundation, they'll set up and they'll make money. But we also want to take you past that. We also want to take you to a new place that you couldn't get to on your own. We want to take you to a higher place where you're in a position to scale. And we want to support you and lift you up and help you with the traffic part. There's the who, the what, the how, the funnel, your message, the ad. And then once you're making money, how do you scale that more without actually losing your mind and all this stress and all that kind of stuff? So we want to be here with you to support you in the long term. We don't want to leave you too soon. Like the Bible says, we'll never leave you nor forsake you. We want to try to model that principle. Obviously, we can't stay with you forever, but we want to stay with you for at least 6 months to absolutely guarantee and ensure that you're going to be successful. Ask me why. I kind of just told you. Because we actually care about you. This is not about money for us. We want to see you win. I want to make kingdom impact. Internally, I have a personal goal of making 100 Christ-centered coaches. That's my next number. That's my next goal. And I want to really focus on the next 100 people that become Christ-centered coaches. I want to do JVs with them. I want them to become part of the team. I want Jordan building out their funnels and their clients' funnels. Okay? We want to work with you and be your support to help you glorify God and make kingdom impact. It's not about us. It's not about any of this. It's about you. It's about you making kingdom impact. We're already doing that. God's calling you now. So here's the total value of the new 6-month program. It's actually $12,000 for 6 months of coaching. My one-on-one program is $2 grand a month or $6 grand for 90 days. So that's how the math works out there. But for the first 10 people, here's what we're going to do, guys. For the first 10 people that act now and take advantage, we're going to give you some fast action bonuses. This is only for the first 10. So in addition to the group coaching, our Christ-centered group coaching program, you're going to get 3 months of one-on-one coaching with me and Jordan. Okay, 3 months of that. Personal Facebook marketing, review, and strategy. I've built multiple businesses on Facebook and helped many others do that, whether it's ad, it's pages, it's group, or even just your profile. We'll review what you're up to, and I'll give you a strategy that's actually going to work. And I remember I promised that Antonio was going to be doing your ads for you for free. Well, here's how it works. When you become one of our Christ-centered coaches, and you're one of the first people, Antonio is going to make your entire Facebook ad in 30 days of campaign management. He does the whole thing for you. You guys just saw how amazing he is and why he's part of our team, why I added him to the Christ-centered coaching team. And here's the deal. Antonio is not going to work with you unless you have these things set up in place. We have an exclusive agreement with Antonio that you can actually work with him cheaper than you could going outside of us and trying to hire him on your own. So if you want the support, you're actually going to succeed, you can come work with us so we can support you and Antonio as well. So here's the total value of these fast action bonuses you're getting just for signing up. Like, hey, I'm an action taker today. It's $11,745. So here's the deal, guys. For those, I'm gonna take this out. It's just for fast action for those that just do this now. Okay, it's not pay in full. It's if you take fast action, here's what you're gonna get. 3 months of one-on-one coaching with me and Jordan for just under 10 grand. Personal Facebook marketing review and strategy, Facebook ad and 30-day management for free. It's worth, Antonio charges $1,500 for that. Fast action value here is $11,745. You get a new coaching business creation formula, the Glorified God workshop, the challenge launch formula, the vault, 10 years of expert coaching knowledge and wisdom and tools that you can use in your business. And you're going to get a good Spark sales funnel done for you. And new, we decided to double the length of the program. We're not going to be with you for 90 days. We're going to walk alongside of you and partner with you for the next 6 months. You can come into the Christ-centered inner circle, into our private Facebook group, into our community. And that's where you can really be part of this. So here's the total value with the fast action bonuses. This is insane. $46,957. So guys, of course, you are kingdom impact makers, so you're not going to pay this, okay? But if all this did was show you how to get a few clients, was give you a biblical foundation where you know that you're God a CEO and you are a righteous steward, a manager of the business. If all this did was give you the hope, the confidence that you need to move forward, would it be worth it? If all this did was to help you create 6 figures, $100,000 business, would it be worth it at that price, at the $46,000? If this helped you make $100,000, would it be worth it? I think the obvious answer is yes. But for the impact makers, we have dramatically cut this down to $9,997. But of course, I don't want to charge you guys that. You're family. We're not going to be doing that to you. But even at the $9,000, the $10,000, is it worth it? Is it even worth it more now? If all this did was build you a funnel, so you had a method to consistently get clients and leads and make sales 24/7, would it be worth it? How would that change your life? How would that really impact you? Think about that for a moment. Would that be worth it for 10 grand? Would you be willing to trade 10 grand to change your life completely and step into your calling and become this Christ-centered coach and have all the tools that you need to succeed, not missing anything? But because you've made it this far in the challenge, we're showing you this today. There's a reason we waited this long to present this offer to you. We want to be sure that you are committed, that you're serious about making kingdom impact, that we're not just working with anybody. And if you're on this thing right now, you made it this long, you're all in, man. You're 100% sold out for Jesus and the kingdom. You may not say that with your mouth, but the attitude of your heart is there. So we want to work with you, and we know you're absolutely the right person. So we've dropped our price down for this 6-month coaching program to $2,997. We wanted to make this package and our expertise available to everybody. So we put this down at a drastic, over 90% discount. But here's the deal, guys. Here's our work for free guarantee. If you don't make your money back within the 90 days, we will, and we're doing a 6-month program, we will coach you up to 100% free until you actually are profitable. Okay, it's 100% satisfaction here. We want you to make money. If you're not able to do that, we will continue to get you into profit. Obviously, we have extremely high track record of getting people to do this, but here's our work for free guarantee. And what this does is it eliminates the risk. You absolutely have 0 risk now. It is 100% financially risk-free, because we're pretty much saying you will make money with this. And if for some reason you don't, we'll stay with you to do. But here's the deal. You must show up. You must be able to show that you followed the program, that you're doing the work, and actually participating. Because if you don't do the work, you're not going to see any results. Okay. And I'm not going to stay with you. And if you're not willing to do the work, okay. But we want to make this as irresistible and easy for you to do as possible. So that's our work for free guarantee. And guys, if you need a payment plan, if you're ready to sign up for this, you can go to kingdomimpactchallenge.com/payment plan. We got a few different options for you. If you're saying, hey, I can't pay $3,000 right now at once, what do I do? Guys, go to the payment plan. We got a 3-pay option over there. We even got a 6-pay option. 6-pay option. If you just wanted to pay monthly for this time and be with us and split it up into bite-sized pieces, totally cool. Go to get started now at the kingdomimpactchallenge.com. And here's the deal, guys. At this point, you have one of two choices to make. One, you can continue on the path that you've been on and try to figure all this stuff out on your own. The funnels, the ads, the messaging, the marketing, the tech, the problems that are going to pop up that you don't even know about yet, the unknown. Or you can pretty much guarantee your success by working with me and Jordan. If you follow our program, if you do what we say and are coachable, you will succeed. I've been doing this for way too long. It's pretty easy for us at this point. This is not a hard thing to do. It's just new. And once you come under our wing and into the inner circle, we can really pour into you. That's one of the other reasons why I wanted 6 months with you. Is like 90 days, great, and we can do a lot, but I want to pour into you. I want your life to be transformed and you to be a serious impact-making, on-fire, Christ-centered coach for the kingdom of God. And so here's the deal, guys. If you're not sure if becoming a Christ-centered coach is right for you, totally understandable. You may need to talk to your spouse or pray about it or whatever. But here, if you want someone to talk to, if you want to talk with myself or Jordan, you can go to kingdomimpactchallenge.com and you can book a 15-minute call with us. And if you want to ask questions about financing, about details of the program or any of that stuff, this is the best place to do that. We're happy to help you here. This is not a sales call. This is a make sure this is a good fit for you call, because I'm very clear the program is not for anybody. And I turn people away from my coaching on the regular basis because I only want people signing up when I'm 100% positive I can help them. So that's what that calls for. You can talk with me, you can talk with Jordan, but we're happy to be here and help you process this. That's why this is here. So if you do need a payment plan, kingdomimpactchallenge.com, 3-pay, 6-pay, 1-time. And guys, if you end up booking a call and we determine it's not a fit for you, totally cool. We'll give you next steps and we'll make it a reality, and we'll make it a reality for you with some financing options. So it's like, hey, this is just impossible for me. Book a call, come talk with us and see if we can do something for you. kingdomimpactchallenge.com/book is for the call. If you want to get started, you're like, yeah, you know what? I'm all in. I'm tired of delaying my calling. I'm tired of figuring this stuff out on my own. I'm tired of playing small. I'm tired of asking my bank account for permission to do what God's called me. I want you to come and be one of our Christ-centered coaches. I want you to sign up today. I want you to do this so we can help you transform your life, so we can take you to a whole nother level. Okay? This is it. This is it. This is the path, guys. This is the way to do it. This is the shortcut. Okay? So real quick here, I want to show you this one more time. Here's the recap of everything that you get when you're one of the first people. We still have spots. We still have this first 10 available. 3 months of one-on-one coaching with Ron and Jordan. That means you're going to get a call from me and you're going to get a call from Jordan in addition to the group. Okay? So personal Facebook marketing review and strategy, Facebook ad creation and 30 days management with Antonio. It's over 11 grand.
Ron, you want to show your screen on this?
Oh, I thought I was. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
I always forget to do that,
read,
guys.
like me.
Details, right? Details.
Yeah, details, man.
All right. So here it is, guys. 3 months, Facebook, ads, coaching business creation formula, glorify God workshop, The Christ Centered Challenge Launch, for those of you that are more experienced coaches, you want to take it to 6, potentially even 7 figures. I'm not at 7 figures a year yet, okay? I will be transparent with that, but we can help you make multiple 6 figures. Christ Centered Coaching Vault, over $13,000 and I have so much more that I didn't even list. It was just like, I would have to go through this and write it all out right now. No, I'm fine. It's so this is drastically underestimated, the value. A good Spark funnel done for you, $7,500 and 6 months of the Inner Circle Christ Centered Coaching Program. That's $12,000. Guys, this is a reminder to tell you that this entire package is worth, not time, our package, remember that tip, $46,000. $46,000 for this entire package today. And you're not even paying anywhere close to that. Your only investment today to get started with the Christ Centered Coaching Program is one payment of $2,997. Payment plans are available at the link below, kingdomimpactchallenge.com /payment plan. So it's Kingdom Impact Challenge /payment plans. So you can get started now. There's the payment plan. And we'd love to actually serve and minister to you and to help you step into your calling. I want to leave you guys with this before I take some questions. It's a verse here from Ephesians chapter 4, verse 1. Therefore, a prisoner for the Lord, I urge you to walk in a manner worthy of the calling to which you have been called. I got to read that one again. It just does something to me. Therefore, a prisoner for the Lord, I urge you to walk in a manner worthy of the calling to which you have been called. Ephesians 4:1. Guys, I want to take a moment real quick to answer any questions we have about the program, and then we're going to hop into our VIP session and spend some time with them and work through some stuff with them. So any questions for you guys, let us know on Facebook, let us know in the chat. Happy to answer any questions and see if you can really, if we can help you out here. So let's see, Jordan, let me know if there's any questions real quick.
I'm not seeing any yet.
All right.
Oh, actually, I think Joey had a question on the guarantee. He said, is that money back if you don't make at least $3,000 back in 90 days?
That's a great question. No, it's not money back, because one of the things that you're getting is a funnel. So that's a tangible good. So what that would be like is you purchasing a car at retail, you drive it around for a while and you love it, but then I don't like the car, and you come and you give the car back and you get full price. So with coaching, you're paying for time, resources, the funnel. The other thing that I want to share with you is that our profit margin on every client is different, because we really invest a lot of our time and our own money to pour into these people. If you need an outside expert, or we need to bring somebody else for you, you need a certain kind of tool. Sometimes we purchase those for our clients, and we really invest a lot of time and money into that. So we would be going negative. We would be in the red if we just gave everybody money back. But yeah, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to make money within the 90 days. And we have the whole 100% work-free guarantee, which I've actually never seen done before. So yeah, hope that answers the question for you. What is the link for the payment of the coaching program? So Jordan's putting that in there. It's kingdomimpactchallenge.com /payment plan. There's 3 different ways for you guys to pay for that. If you have more
payment
questions,
plans, plural, with an S on the end.
payment plans. If you guys have questions about the program, you're like, I want to do this, I'm not sure how to make it work, book a call with me or book a call with Jordan. We're happy to talk through with you and see what we can do to make this a reality for you. It's more important to me that you step into your calling as a Christ-centered coach and go make kingdom impact, okay? So
Ola asked, so it's no more 3 months, but 6 months, right?
Right. We decided to double the length of the program for you. We decided, like, yeah, we can help you and you'll make money in 90 days. The majority of our clients do. But if you don't take action, well, you don't. It's pretty, you got to do the work. But yeah, we were like, yeah, everybody does really succeed in the 90 days, but we could create some really more powerful success stories and impact people, and we'll get better testimonials if we work with you longer and we take you to a position to scale, build a team, and take you through the next step. Because I don't want to just leave you and say, okay, you got your funnel, your program started, peace out. No, we want to support
Right.
you through the whole thing. And what I want to become is the #1 place on the internet to become a Christ-centered coach and go and make kingdom impact. I want to be known for that, and I want to make God's name great. I want to build my
Amen.
Christian camp center and conference center, and I know the path to doing that is creating an army of 6-figure Christ-centered coaches, supporting them, doing JVs with them, bringing some of them in to be part of our team, and sending them clients. That's another thing that we do is after people have gone through our program, a number of the coaches we actually work with, that was Julia, that was Jordan, that was Antonio, all these people, have gone through our program and understand our process. And that's kind of a prerequisite for partnering with us and doing some JVs together. So people are asking, what's the booking link again, Jordan? So that is kingdomimpactchallenge.com/book. That is the link to book there.
I got it.
Who's paying for the ad in the first 3 months? Yeah, so Antonio is going to set up your campaign and set up your ad, but we are not going to give you money for ad spend. That's yours. That would be true 100% anywhere else. When you do Facebook ads, you have to spend the money in your business for advertising. I understand, like we kind of made this insane and upside down where we're doing it for you for free to create the campaign and have an expert management. But the only thing you literally have to do is pay for the ad. That's it. I can't pay for the ad and give you the profit and make it for you and have you do nothing and just like pour money into your hands. Like that's not how this works. we have to do the work and yeah.
Yeah, so there's 2 parts of a Facebook ad. You usually pay someone to manage and run and create the ads, and then you pay Facebook with the actual ads budget. We are paying for Antonio to run and manage that, and then it's up to you to actually pay Facebook the budget.
Cool. Okay.
ClickFunnels has a 2-week free trial, and then after that, it's $97 a month.
Mhm.
And of course, there are going to be programs that you will have to have, a marketing email software, and we can go over all of that as well. But that's just part of running a business anyways. With growing an email list, growing a business, you will have other expenses, but they're minimal.
Yeah, so
it's not that bad.
let me speak to that for Jordan. Someone would be like, what? I have to spend money on ClickFunnels too, and it's $97. Like, here's the deal, guys. It's called a business. You're here to make money. You have to buy tools and coaches and all that kind of stuff. It's just part of doing business, okay? If you're going to have a taxi cab company, you probably need to buy a taxi, right? Probably need to buy gas. If you're having an online coaching business, you need some kind of funnel or at a bare minimum, a website, which doesn't work well anyway. So this is just the tool that you need. It's just a simple cost of doing business. It's like your body needs food to eat and be fueled, right? Your business needs tools for it to work. It's just a matter of fact of existing, of doing business. Cool. All right. So Jordan, Pam's saying the calendars are not shown on the booking page, only the references are visible so far. So let's check that real quick. Guys, for some reason, if one of our pages is not working, we just made that one. So if for some reason you can't book a call, just message me on Facebook, message Jordan, and we'll.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're working. Michelle just said she booked on it. So Pam, I think you just need to refresh your internet. All right, guys. If there's no more questions, we're gonna head over to VIP real quick now. I'll give it another minute here. Awesome. Awesome, guys. So we're going to be talking to Rakesh, Michelle, Joseph, Ola. Thanks for booking calls with us. We'll be talking with you guys shortly. Happy to make this work. Gloria, looking forward to talking with you as well. Awesome, guys. Hey, if we can, just so you guys know, this offer closes on Friday. The cart closes on Friday. This is not like an indefinite thing. This is also not, we're not going to do it at this price again. This is a one-time thing just for the Kingdom Impact Makers. I sell all these resources, all this stuff for way more outside of this program. So this is just for the Kingdom Impact Makers. You will not get this deal again, ever, anywhere else. So just for Kingdom Impact Makers. And the shopping cart closes on Friday. Where's the VIP link? So VIP link is in your email. It is the same. It's the same link every day. Jordan, let's see. Yeah, Terrence says paying for tools leaves you the freedom to do what you love to do. Yep. So Joseph asked, is this a one-time challenge? Is there a way to redo this? So right now we have no idea when we're doing another challenge or if we'll do this same one. We did this because I believe like God directed us to. So we're just kind of being obedient here. So I don't know when the next one is going to be. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodbye for now. I'm looking forward to having some calls with you. And yeah, thank you guys so much.
All right, bye guys. We'll see you in VIP.
All right, bye-bye.